Welterweight bout here, Yusaku Kinoshita coming in at -145 against Billy Goff, making his debut, sits at +115, over under 2.5 rounds, +205 for the over, -245 for the under. Yusaku Kinoshita, 22 years of age, 25 years of age for Billy Goff. Kinoshita made his UFC debut back in February, and that was the reality check because we touched on, a fraud Japanese prospect earlier that could be in Rinya Nakamura. Kinoshita took his first loss in his debut. He looked pretty bad. I mean, he looked really good before that fight, and there was a lot to get behind. Very solid striking. Had a really nice knockout on the Contender Series. Then goes out there against Adam Fugit. Fugit is like not some world beater by any means, but he is a solid fighter. And he's going to be a tough test. He's like a gatekeeper to, like, if you can't beat Adam Fugit, you're probably not going to be anything crazy. But Kinoshita is young enough to where, he can bounce back from this. Billy Goff making his UFC debut here. Contender Series fight was absolutely bonkers. Like he got head kicked like 20 seconds in, was on his butt, and had to battle back and got the finish in the first round. Like after getting knocked down and nearly got put out, came back and got the first round finish. And that's kind of just how he fights. Like he's just a dog. Like he's going to go in there. He's going to take some punishment. He's going to end up on his back. He's going to end up maybe belly down, like you on his back, him belly down, but he'll battle through it and get a win. So if Kinoshita can't put him away early, it's probably going to turn into some kind of dogfight. You could honestly say the fight against Fugit was some type of dogfight, or at least he made it dirty enough and made Kinoshita in places that he didn't want to be, and he kind of crumbled. So Billy Goff can do that against Kinoshita. He's got a good chance, but he's going to have to survive the early crisp striking of Kinoshita. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, no, I feel the same exact way. And I think a few things jump off the page to me. And one is that in Kinoshita's last fight, I think he showed that he's just a pure striker. And that's about it right now in his game. He doesn't really have that ground game or defense because I don't know if it was exactly that Fugit was super, great on the ground. I just think that Kinoshita was that lost and was that bad, if I'm being honest. And for Billy Goff, obviously, he's tougher than nails. If you watch that Contender Series fight, the kick he caught was just, flush, had him hurt in all kinds of trouble. But he hung in there. He got some takedowns. He got a knockdown of his own, and he put it on him to get the first round finish right after being dropped. It's not like there was a break in between rounds and he got to recover. Like this dude fought through adversity and went out and got the win still. And I feel like that's exactly who you're looking to put money on, is a dog, because he fights like a dog. He was a decent sized favorite on the Contender Series when he did get dropped and then the win. But I do like his cardio. I think he's a dude that no matter how tired he gets, he's going to keep fighting no matter what. He comes forward no matter what, and he can also grapple, as he showed in that win on DWCS. And that's going to be the big advantage here. Like if he can survive the storm of Kinoshita earlier and just get this fight to the ground, he's good and he's strong on top. And I think there's going to be, you're going to see levels between the grappling here and this one. But at the end of the day, Kinoshita, regardless of what his grappling looks like or has looked like in the last fight, the guy is dangerous on the feet. And Billy Goff did show that he does get hit. So we'll see if Billy Goff's game translates to this level, because you can kind of get away with that on the regional scenes, just being tough, and fighting through adversity. But, at some point you hit that level where when guys have you hurt, they know how to put you out and they know how to put you away. And I don't know if Kinoshita's there yet at that level, but for the money, I not for the money on this line, but for my money, I like a dog like Billy Goff, and I like that fighting style. So I'm going to pick him for the pick here, but betting wise, it's a little dicey with that power at Kinoshita.
Yeah, the way Goff fights, it's going to be tough to bet him as like a favorite unless he's going up against some can. Mm-hmm. And like you said, like I don't want to see he's going up against cans. I mean, he's got a couple Bellator fights. And even the guys that he's fighting in like Cage Titans, they're not like great, but they're not like, 0-5 or 0, they're not complete cans. They're not anywhere to the UFC level, but they're not complete cans. And even in those fights, it's like he's having to battle through some adversity to like get the wins. but he still ends up getting the win. So I mean, the what it comes down to is like Kinoshita is going to have the much better striking. Can he put him away early is the question to me. And betting wise, it's like you like a dog like Billy Goff, where you're getting plus money on him because he's going to be tough and he's going to be able to battle back. He's going to fight for your money. But is it enough at like plus 145 to like really go in on him? I think it was like plus 115 or something around there. But is it enough to play him as a dog? At this point, I would probably say no. I'm going to go with Yusaku Kinoshita for the pick. If the line keeps going that way, then Billy Goff gets more interesting for me. But yeah, for the pick, I'm going to go with Kinoshita. I just think he's the better mixed martial artist at this point. Billy Goff, just a tough guy for sure.